Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Q&A. Just going to play some games while I'm waiting for some people to join. Playing a new game I got called Namco Museum 64, so I get to play a lot of the Namco arcade games. I'm going to play some Pac-Man. Hey, Grant. Hey, Ethan. Oh! That's so cheap. One of the ghosts got me already. Got him. Oh, I got one left. Plus, I already ate all the power pellets for some reason because I'm stupid. Oi! Run, Pac-Man! No! I was so close. I almost beat it. 2 dots left. I'm going to try again. I can just tell you this, that Pac-Man on the Game Boy is actually quite a bit easier than this. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I played Pac-Man on... No! Sorry. I played Pac-Man on Game Boy, and... Alright, let's go. Trying to do something a little different. Which is not eat the power pellets. Ah, I screwed up again. Okay. Here's the idea. Go this way. Go up. Got it. Cleared. Oh, the ghosts are really getting after me. No! I got a better score than last time, though. I'll tell you that. What do I mean? I'm going to try Dig Dug. Oh, he killed me already. Ah! He got me good. Dang it, I died. I actually really like Dig Dug. Ah! I hit with fire. Complete. Look at that. They're gonna lurk. They're gonna lurk over here. Yeah, I got them to lurk over here. So. Dang, dude, I'm actually doing really good with this game. Oh god, this is gonna get tough. No, he got me. Ouch. Dang it. Oh, here I got it.
Hey, what's up, Luke?
What's this motherfucker doing here? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You know, I've been watching quite a lot of movies this week, so that's been fun. Saw you
I know,
went
man.
and
It's
saw
crazy.
Furiosa today.
I absolutely loved it.
It was great.
It
I
is
really
my
liked
top
it.
4 of the year.
I actually think it's my number 5. I think it's number 5 for me. Let me check that real quick because I have no idea.
Because now my new top 10 is Pretender One Kingdom, Lisa Frankenstein, Abigail, Late Night with the Devil, Immaculate, Dune. I know. Furiosa, Civil War, Monkey Man, and then Love Lies Bleeding.
Yeah, that's nice. My top 10 is Hideo Kojima Connecting Worlds, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, Immaculate, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Godzilla and Kong the New Empire, Furiosa, A Mad Max Saga, Civil War, The Fall Guy, Challengers, and Dune Part 2. It was Fall Guy over Challengers, but after the rewatch, put that in second.
That's fair.
Yeah, Civil War was, not Civil War, Furiosa was great, and then I think a day after, maybe it was, I watched Fury Road, and I loved Fury Road. I thought Fury Road was incredible.
Dude, Fury Road is the shit. Like, that movie. Whoa. I love Fury Road.
Yeah, it was, because I was worried when I heard that it was a, not a full, like, heavy on story, and it was a lot more action, and I didn't think they were going to pull it off, and I wasn't sure how I would feel about it. But, I mean, to my surprise, it was great. I loved it. I'm buying, I think my 4K is coming tomorrow, I believe. I ordered the 4K Blu because I was like, I gotta see it on the pristinest quality imaginable. Because there are some dodgy VFX in there, but that's the case with Furiosa as well. But that's like my only gripe with Fury Road. Is some visuals not looking great, but overall, I loved it.
It's so fun. Um, yeah, dude. Do I need to say anything new about Fury Road that has not been said yet? Like,
I don't. I'm not sure if we're gonna get Mad Max: The Wasteland though. That's the only part that's kind of worrying. It based on box office, but I mean, Fury Road barely broke even, so I guess we'll see.
I don't know. I just hope we don't have to wait for like another 9 years to get another one. Like,
If we get one at all, right?
because we had to wait 9 years to get another Mad Max movie, which was, of course, Furiosa. Um, and yeah,
Could be worse though. It could have been like the almost 30-year wait in between Beyond Thunderdome and Fury Road.
yeah, that's not a very good wait. Just let me be real about that. It's
Oh, what's
not.
up, Ethan? I saw his chat in there.
Yep, Ethan's a great dude. But other than that, I just did last night a 31 on 31 recording for my buddy Fritzky's podcast. So
That's nice. I saw it was at the what's it movie going podcast, I think it's called.
yeah, it's called Movie Going Podcast. I'm his co-host.
It's kind of funny because you have the movie goers live show that you do, and he has the movie going podcast. So that like kind of messed me up a couple times.
I know, but it's like we were actually trying to get that podcast into fruition for a while before late last year we finally got it to work.
That's cool.
So
Did you see the Knives Out 3 cast that they just announced? At least a couple of them.
then I did not see that today because
Oh.
I've actually been really busy today. So
Yeah, they just announced 2 cast members, I want to say. And
Alright.
I must say I'm very happy with both of them. Let me pull those up. Oh yeah, Josh O'Connor and Kaylee Spaney were both cast.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
great choices.
I actually want to ask you, like, what are some of your fan casting choices for this new Knives Out?
Man, I would love to see Ayo Edebri. I'd love to see her in this. I think she'd do
Oh my
great.
god, dude! Yes.
I wanted
Um,
Josh O'Connor. They already got him. Don't know really who
I'm
else I
I'm
want.
really glad they got they got Kaylee Spaney. Like,
Because I mean, she was fantastic in Civil War too. So I'm excited to
oh,
see what
if
we
you
get.
thought that she was great in Civil War, you gotta watch Priscilla. Like,
I
she
have
is,
the Blu-ray for that one, so
dude.
I
She
do
is
have
amazing
to.
in that movie. Like,
I'm sure.
I did make a list on Twitter replying to my buddy Leo of Geekly Goods,
Oh yeah, I know
shouting
him.
out some
Yeah.
of my fan casting. So it was Dev Patel, Katie O'Brien, because big Love Lies Bleeding fan right here. She's gonna be in Twisters. So
Right.
David Dastmalchian, because
He would be a fantastic in one of those movies.
yep. Dan Stevens, because he's my dude. Jeremy Allen White, even though I know he's got a really busy schedule, but Jeremy Allen White would be perfect for one of these movies. Like,
I could see it.
Simu Liu, again, big fan of the dude, and then Alan Ritchson.
Ooh,
Was
yeah,
also one of my
he'd be
picks.
great for one of these. If he was like, not like necessarily the antagonist, because obviously it's it's a whodunit film, but like if he was another detective opposite of,
I kind of feel like
I think he could do that.
no spoilers, but I kind of feel because dude, if you see him, like, he is like a brute. Like, if you look at him in something like the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare or Reacher, he's a brute. Like,
He is, yeah. Never
so I honestly
watched
could see him
Ministry, but I have
basically.
seen him in the film.
I could kind of tell you that he is kind of a little bit like I would say he's kind of like the Dave Bautista character in some ways if they do cast him.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
I'm not saying it like in a way like I'm saying like he's like the big brute of the group. Like, is what I'm trying to say, because dude, his muscles are huge. Like, so I don't know.
Mean, haven't seen Knives Out, but I did watch Glass Onion a couple months ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed that. I thought that was a really fun movie.
Yes, and like I already loved Knives Out, but like when I saw that Edward Norton got cast in that movie, I was like, "Yep, I'm there. I'm there. Don't say anything else. I'm there."
I think my favorite performance in the film, I don't know, might have been Madeline Klein. I thought she was great in that one as well.
Yeah,
Whole movie, the whole cast was
yeah. I mean,
fantastic.
Leslie Odom Jr. Like, um, well, some Dave Batista, obviously. Um, who else?
It
Janelle
was a
Monae,
big
Catherine Hahn.
cast.
Like, dude, that's a loaded cast. Even Ethan Hawke is in there for a few seconds. Like,
And I will say, not a lot of people like the film. That's totally fine. Leslie Odom Jr. was very good in Exorcist Believer. I really liked him in that movie.
we'll talk about that another time.
I mean, the movie itself, I can totally understand someone disliking it. I think overall his performance in the movie was really good, except the "Baby, you've been gone 3 days" line. That one I was not a big fan of, but I think overall, I think he was really good in it. And then speaking of horror films, I watched Strangers Pray at Night earlier today, which I had a great time with. My ranking, I think my ranking right now is OG Chapter 1 Pray at Night as my favorite. I really liked Pray at Night a lot.
I hate to break it to you, but I do not like Prey Night at all.
I
Like,
know when I was on Letterboxd, I think you gave that like a 1. Was it 1 star? Something like
one
that?
star, yep.
I don't know. I mean, I liked it a lot. I think honestly, I don't know how to describe it. The cinematography in the film, with a lot of the zooms, reminded me of, I forgot what movie it reminded me of, but in the moment I was like, this reminds me of, oh, a lot of the cinematography in Pray at Night reminded me of some of the stuff they did in Halloween 2018. A lot of the shots, but I will say, the pool scene I thought was fantastic. I actually liked the fact that they killed the strangers in this one because it was like, I mean, obviously they had a shotgun to him or a knife, picked up the knife, bam, and then of course shot him with the shotgun. I liked a lot. I liked a lot of that movie, and I do think it's the best one. I don't know if Chapter 2 and 3 will top it, because I think it's at 4 out of 5 right now for Strangers Prayer Night. For me, but
That's
I
fair,
really
but
liked
I
it.
mean, me, I'm not a fan.
Can
Just
I ask? Because I didn't see it was. I believe it was just the rating. Can you
it
like
was
give me a
just
mini
rated because I
review?
never I wasn't on Letterboxd by the time I had watched it. Like
Gotcha. I do that too. I like see films. I'm like, oh, I have a score for that. Let me like put it in Letterbox just so it's
that's what
there.
I do too. Like even if I remember I'd watched it, then I just put the score in. Like I'm not gonna like waste my time just reviewing it, you know?
Yeah, especially if you don't remember a lot of the details, but you remember what you gave it. Like a lot of the films in December I watched, I just put a score in there. Like Inception, I put a score in. Can't remember the other ones I put. Oh yeah, the Sonic movies I put a score in for. Those ones, yeah, but those are a couple ones. Look, can you walk me through like just a mini review for Pray at Night? Because I am very curious to know your thoughts on that one.
I really just don't think it should have been a slasher film. Like that I just don't
That's
think
fair.
that's The Strangers. Like that's not it at all. Like I think the characters are horrible. Like I think they're even dumber than the first movie in my personal opinion. You might think otherwise, which is totally fine. But for me, I'm just like what you guys are doing are possibly the dumbest decisions that I've ever seen in horror. I'll give it this though. There's a couple good kills.
The
I will
kills,
say that.
I don't think
There's some
there's a
good
bad
kills.
kill in that movie.
Like I will say this. Some of the kills I thought were very creative, but I just can like the characters just irk me. Like, and the dialogue that they're given is just flat out atrocious. Like,
That's interesting, especially because I think they are the best characters of the Strangers franchise. Again, one of the biggest thing I appreciate about this movie is that the first probably 20 minutes of the movie is focused on, okay, here are the characters, here's the setup, here's why they're going here, and then we're gonna get to it. And I appreciate that a lot. I did actually think the characters were, there were a couple of moments of dialogue where I was like, okay, that felt kind of a little cheesy, but I think the way they put everything into motion worked. I liked the only big moment where I was like, okay, that was pretty dumb, was when the brother had one of the strangers with a handgun straight to her face, and he was like, and he just couldn't shoot. Which, to some extent, I get first time, uh, with the gun. They stated that specifically, but I did like that the sister was like, "Give me the gun, I'll shoot." But I did appreciate that the fact that when apart from that moment, when the characters had the chance to kill the villains, except for Scarecrow, because there was a couple moments in there. I like that they did. You know, the one woman with the blonde hair, she got into the car, grabbed the shotgun, bam, just shot her right down, finished the job. And same thing with Pinup Girl, which I was very surprised how little Pinup Girl was in the movie. I think she had like 2 scenes. Her intro was cool when she appeared from the shadow. I liked that. And then, they just killed her right there. And quite frankly, I respect that a lot. I liked the fact that they were like, okay, have the characters, the strangers there, they're human. Here we go. And I wouldn't necessarily say it is much more slasher than, the original. And I'd even say it's more of a slasher than Chapter 1, but I wouldn't say it goes full Halloween and Friday. I don't think it goes full slasher, but I will say it is much more slasher film than the others. But I will say, favorite part of the movie might have been the music. I really liked the music in the movie.
And the score was pretty. I'll give you that. Also, the score was pretty good too. Like,
yeah, I'm surprised it took 10 years between OG Prey at Night as well. I was like, that's a big time jump.
Yeah, I get why you like it. Just me, not a fan. So
which fair. Do you like it more or less than Chapter 1? Because I think, did you give it the same score of a 1?
As I thought about Chapter 1 more, I lowered it down to a 1. So I still think Prey Night is the worst one.
That's interesting, because I think that it's weird how I think about these movies, especially as someone who doesn't like the original. I think that could probably pay into why I like Chapter 1 a lot. Is I like the story I like how they changed the story up in Chapter 1, but I like the different approach to the strangers in Prey at Night, but still had the elements of the original that I think they should have kept. Apart from seeing the blonde girl's face, I thought that was a little too much when they just full on had her face just in the open and they talked. I did think it was weird that they talked a lot more in this one, I will say. I was like, I didn't hate it, it just caught me off guard.
It was just off to me, so.
I will appreciate that they got the OG writer back, though, real quick, I will say. I like that they got the OG writer, director, Brian Bertino, something like that. I like that he came back to write the script.
God damn it, I forgot it's outside of my room. God damn it. I don't know. Maybe I might pick up a copy of Prey at Night and maybe give it another shot. But
I do want to pick up all of them. I don't have any of them yet.
I have the first one on. I have the Scream Factory release of the first one, so
that's the print I want.
Found it for very cheap, so when I found it for cheap, I was like, sure, why not? Because I do like the movie. Let's see, Jason.
Hey, what's up, Jason?
Lance Jackson's in here, just watching Celebrity Family Feud. Dope.
Nice.
I love me some Celebrity Family Feud. Have you ever watched the Jackass episode of Celebrity Family Feud?
I don't think I've watched an episode of the TV show. I've just seen the movies.
I was talking about on Celebrity Family Feud that they had the Jackass crew.
Oh no, I haven't seen Celebrity Family Feud.
I need to send you that episode because it is really fucking funny.
Okay, yeah, I'll watch it.
I'll send you the link for that after we're done here.
Cool.
Opinion on Simpsons and Family Guy. Family Guy is good, but Simpsons I felt like has just run way past its prime after the movie came out.
I haven't watched Simpsons, I will admit, but I've seen a good chunk of episodes of Family Guy. I think it's hilarious. I think
I love Family Guy. I love that. The Jackass episode. Hi, I'm Peter Griffin, and this is Rolling Shopping Cart. Roof Shopping Cart.
It was such a weird scenario, too, when I started it, because I was really sick one time, and I went to the hospital, and I was just laying there in the bed, just like this, and Camden just turned on Family Guy, and we were just laughing our asses off. I thought it was hilarious.
That's awesome, dude. Um, but yeah, I'm just waiting for. I'm actually waiting for my Criterion of Anatomy of a Fall to come in because it's
I
actually
forgot
supposed to
they
be
did a
released tomorrow.
Criterion for that.
I pre-ordered that like because I love that movie so much to a point where I was like that needs to come in my collection. Like that needs to be in here. Um, but I'm not sure about like if I'm gonna be able to go to Walmart tomorrow, depending on when I like depends on when I get off of work. I'll probably go and pick up some new releases
I forgot what
because
are the new releases tomorrow. I'm not sure what
so
they are.
we got Kung Fu Panda 4,
I don't know about
we
that one. I might pick that up. I might not.
Arthur the King, which easily I'm buying. Like I want that for the collection.
Still haven't seen, but I might pick that one up. Yeah.
Or maybe if you want to like watch it first before you buy it, I can give you my code. Like
I mean, yeah, that'd be great because I know my grandma really wants to watch that one. So
if you love dogs, just make sure to get the tissues ready.
I'll make sure to do that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm not gonna spoil anything because I'm not a dick. Um, I'm just gonna say, man, get the tissues ready.
Like somebody else in the group chat, not naming names, but that's good. I mean, if I think if a movie can make you can connect with you in the way that does make you emotional, I think that is something good. So I wanted to check out Arthur the King in cinemas. Unfortunately, I believe it came out during the pretty busy week, so I just
Yeah,
slipped my mind, never
I
caught it.
understand. I understand that, but I saw it with two of my friends, and one. So okay, so I saw it with, of course, Justin. I saw it with one of my other friends and his girlfriend. His like, I actually turned over at one point. Like my buddy's girlfriend was actually crying. Like,
Oh wow.
and I was like, I guess that one worked. Like, um, this one I know you're probably gonna pass on, but Bob Marley, One Love.
I really like the Steelbook for that one.
I need to get. I actually want to get that steel book, but I was just like, I mean, I want it, but like, oh, I don't know.
And that's a movie where I was like, I thought it was whatever. You know, I gave that one a 2.5 out of 5. But I do want to rewatch it, with subtitles specifically because I talked about this in my review. But a lot of it, I have what you could call like an untrained ear to the Jamaican accent, so a lot of it was hard for me to understand. So I would
That
want to,
probably explains it. Like,
I do want to give now, of course, excluding dialogue. I did think the movie itself was whatever on its own, excluding that. But I do
right.
want to watch it again, just to know if I some dialogue I didn't understand fully when I first watched it.
I understand that. It's totally fine. And I know my Walmart, like, I don't think any more Walmarts are going to be carrying this, but In the Land of Saints and Sinners,
Mm-hmm.
the new
Heard
Liam
about that
Neeson
one.
movie.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good one. Like, it's not like full out action Liam Neeson. It's more of like a neo western thriller. So
I mean, at least he's not making the same. Because I've seen a lot of movies of his. Well, I haven't seen. I've seen a lot of pictures and stills of a lot of movies of his, and I'm just like, that just looks like Taken again and again and again. So I haven't watched any of them.
I can tell you that In the Land of Saints and Sinners isn't just going to be Taken 2.0 once again. Like I'll give you that. Like, and then let's see. I'm gonna look on the website for a second, so you're not gonna see my face. Obviously, Anatomy of a Fall. I already got that pre-ordered. And then Sasquatch Sunset. What else we got coming out?
Toby hated that one. I think he gave that one a half star.
I'm not really surprised, to be completely honest with you. It's not for everybody.
Now, did you see it?
Not yet. I mean, I already know it's not for everybody based off of what the pictures I've seen. Like,
yeah, I like the trailer a lot. I like the trailer music a lot. But there was one where I was like, it feels like a movie where you're either gonna love what it's doing or you're gonna hate what it's doing, and it doesn't seem like there's gonna be a middle ground.
Yeah, I don't see there really being a middle ground for Sasquatch Sunset. Like,
now there could be solely he gave it a 2.5,
but at the same time, it's like I don't see it happening. You know?
Yeah, I could go. I think either way for that movie.
Yeah, but then in June we actually get some decent releases coming up. I know you're probably gonna just go ahead and order this one. I am not, because you know how much I hate it. Founders Day.
Yeah, I actually am gonna pick up that Blu-ray. I like it quite a bit. I had a good time with it, and it is one of those movies that's very similar to the Thanksgiving for me, where I was like, I want to watch this with my friends because I think we're gonna have a good time. And that was the first time I watched Thanksgiving with my friends. We were like, all right, it might have been New Year's. We had them over, we turned it on, and my favorite part of the whole experience is when during the finale when John Carver gets revealed, and the main lead, forgot her name, is
Jessica.
running. Yeah, there you go. Is running to the fence, and she like gets stuck on it, and all of us, me, Cam, and then two of our friends, we all just went, oh, like we were so into the film that even though it was stuff we've like seen before in a lot of the slash films we watched, we were locked into that movie. I had a fucking blast.
It's awesome, dude. Like,
I can't wait for Thanksgiving too.
I can't wait either, dude. But then the week after of June 4th, which was when Founders Day is coming out on Blu-ray, we're getting two movies that I am for sure picking up. Like they're amongst the best films I've seen so far this year. Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Oh yeah, can't wait. I
And
can't
of
wait
course,
for that
I need that to complete the MonsterVerse, for crying out loud. And then
I think the only one I don't have is King of the Monsters. I have Godzilla, I have Kong Skull Island, and I do have GVK. I have the steelbook for that one. I think the only one I don't have is King of the Monsters.
I have all of these right here. I do have Kong Skull Island, but I don't. Yeah, it's probably outside my room, and I'm not gonna go up and get it because I'm lazy.
Yeah, I'm excited to pick up and rewatch GXK because I had a great time with that one.
And then Immaculate is also coming out the same day.
I will be picking up that one. That one's another one where I'm like, I gotta have my friends watch this one because it's gonna be be a crazy one.
And then see, the week after in June, we also get the week after that, we get American Fiction.
I don't know. I haven't seen that one yet, so that'll be interesting.
Oh,
I know it's on Prime.
I recommend that one. I definitely recommend American Fiction. Then
It's
the week
very
after,
interesting how I've seen a lot of people's thoughts on it. Because I've seen like a lot of the people in our group chat who've seen it really like it, but a couple of critics I watch on YouTube who I do typically see eye to eye with, a lot of them weren't a big fan of it, so that's going to be interesting.
I don't know how you'll feel, but I mean, it'll definitely be thought provoking. And then,
I've seen the clip from it, and I liked it, so we'll see.
All right, there you go. And then you and I are buying this one for sure. Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire coming out the week after.
Hell yeah!
Great film. And then The Boys in the Boat. I'm gonna wait till that one goes for cheap because
I will not be picking that one up. I don't care about that one.
That one was just, like. But the next one I did pre-order the steelbook for, which is the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, there's a steelbook for that one?
Yep, I pre-ordered it because, like, when I saw that steelbook, I was like, "Where is it? Where is it? Mine!" Like, because I wanted that so bad, dude. But dude, July 9th is actually going to be a pretty stacked day for physical media. Like, I did look some of it up. So we got Civil War. I already got that pre-ordered already. Challengers.
Yes, both fantastic movies.
And then we're also getting The Boy and the Heron. Finally, so much shit. Like,
oh, have you not seen it yet?
I still haven't seen it.
Like, it's a little too long, but and I think some of the stuff is a little bit messy. But overall, it's the only Studio Ghibli film I've seen. Oh, it's beautiful. I gave that 3.5 out of 5, but I liked it a lot. It's a little overstuffed, but I mean, damn,
I love Studio Ghibli, so
visually, it's gorgeous.
Yes, I mean, I love Studio Ghibli, so, and like those are like the only, like, honestly, those are like the only really kinds of the animated films I really would watch. To be completely honest with you, because I'm not the biggest anime guy.
Same. I will say I watched quite a bit. I think I watched like maybe the first 2 seasons of My Hero Academia, and that's really it. Cause and then I went on TikTok, and that's one of the cases where like the fan base ruined it for me, cause so much of it was just incredibly like cringe
Oh,
stuff,
okay.
and I was just like, I don't wanna. It's gonna ruin my thoughts on this show, so I stopped
Yeah.
watching it. But like I agree, there is a lot of the stuff. Like Studio Ghibli, I'm gonna. There is a steelbook for Spirited Away at my Barnes and Noble that I'm probably gonna pick up soon.
There you go.
So watch that. I do have to watch that one.
It's I don't really need to say anything else because everything that I'm going to say has already been said about Spirited Away. Like,
Mm.
um, yeah. Um, so yeah, I definitely will be buying The Boy and the Heron for sure because because I mean, I want to buy more Studio Ghibli stuff for the collection. Um, and then a movie that I'm probably going to be watching either this week or next week. Because it's coming to digital tomorrow, and I am very excited to finally check it out. Because from what I've heard about it, it sure seems like my kind of movie.
Mm.
Boy Kills World.
Oh yeah, I
Like from
forgot
what I've
about
heard
that
about
movie.
it, I was like, oh my god, dude, that is so my thing.
I
Like,
forgot about that movie. I know it did terribly, terrible.
which sucks. Like, because I was actually even thinking at one point to go check it out in the theater, but like the only showings were like at 10 o'clock at night.
I don't
So,
even think my theater got that one.
well, my local theater didn't get it, but there was a Cinemark chain that was playing it.
AMC
So
and Cinemark seem like a lot of the ones that get the showings a lot of the time. They get the a lot of the independent ones. My theater, they get a couple of independent ones. Like on May 31st, they're getting Ezra, which looks pretty good, and they're getting In a Violent Nature, which I'm gonna wait till streaming for that one. Same thing with Light Night with the Devil, where my theater did get it. Eventually, they got Light Night with the Devil, but they're getting In a Violent Nature day one. Another one where I'm just gonna be like, I not really need to see that one in the theaters. I'll wait. I didn't love Light Night with the Devil. Thought it was good, but that last like 10-15 minute stretch, the concept's there. Execution really took me out of it.
that's fair. I mean, it again, not everybody's cup of tea. That's fine. But there is one film because I know my theater is not going to get In a Violent Nature. So, but there is one film I've been really, really wanting to see.
Hmm.
Like that was coming out. Supposed to be coming out this month. No theater around me, like not even the theater that's an hour away, is even playing this movie, which
Which
is
one?
saying a lot. I saw the TV glow.
Yeah, my theater, because it came out, I think, almost 2 weeks ago now. Internet,
Yeah, and
worldwide.
no theater around me has gotten it. Like,
My theater has neither. So much for a worldwide release. A24.
well, the only two A24 films my theater got were The Iron Claw and Civil War.
My theater
So
has gotten every single A24 film, but this one.
Interesting. But I was going to say about that, like, because I know they showed a trailer for Love Lies Bleeding for me in front of the Iron Claw, and I was like, ooh, like, but I kind of also figured that they were gonna get Civil War because it's gonna draw some old people in the theater, like at least for my crowd, at least it's definitely gonna draw some old timers in. Um, I knew for sure they probably weren't gonna get Love Lies Bleeding. One for sure I know we're not getting because they didn't get one of the other ones that came out a couple of years ago is Maxine. I know we're not getting that. Like they promoted that in front of Civil War, but I know we're not getting it. Like,
my theater, they got X and they did get Pearl, so I assume they're gonna get it. I saw Pearl in theaters, loved it. So my theater is definitely getting, and even if it's not, it is in summer. I am driving out. and I am going to see. I don't care how far it is away. I need to see Maxine. It is my most anticipated film for the rest of the year. I need to get my hands on that movie
I
as soon
think
as possible.
I think for me that's actually top four most anticipated for the rest of the year because my top three are Borderlands, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Twisters.
I've rewatched that. I think I think Twisters looks great. But Borderlands, I don't know. Every time I see that trailer, I think it looks worse and worse.
I don't know. I mean,
Now it is Eli Roth, so I feel like it could go either way.
yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like it could either suck or it's going to be actually surprisingly decent. But I get it's probably going to get like 30, 40 something on Rotten Tomatoes is my guess.
Which is why I don't usually trust Rotten Tomatoes. Like whenever I walk into a movie, like because it's
I
like
don't I don't
because
trust the overall score. But I do always go in and I
that's
go
what I
to the
mean. Actually, what I mean by
critics'
that is the
reviews.
overall score.
Yeah, I go into the critics' reviews and I'll read those to see a lot of them, and I'll read those and be like, okay, if that's good, that's good. If not, that's unfortunate. But I mean, hey, it could be good. So I do sometimes. If it's an overall score, I'll typically look at that before a lot of things. Like what was the one I did? If was one I looked into, um, and that one I felt more so in line with. Tarot was a big one that I read a lot of reviews on because I just had to see.
That's coming to digital on Tuesday, and I am not wasting money. I am waiting until Netflix to watch it. So pray for me.
Yeah, wait,
Like,
I don't recommend
look, man.
watching it.
Look, man. I want to give it a try, and just maybe see if I'll be surprised. Like, I know I probably won't be, but I want to give it a try. Like,
Yeah, I think that's fine. I would say because I saw some people throwing around like worst horror film of the past 10 years.
I've
Is
even
it?
seen some people say it's like the worst horror film of all time, and I'm like, can't blame you.
I gave it half a star. Yes. Is it one of the worst horror films of even the last 10 years? No. There's been worse. It's
Like,
just
Jeepers Creepers Reborn is like I know would be way worse than Tarot.
you would be correct. Tarot, while it's awful, it is still better made than Jeepers Creepers Reborn. And I
Because
think
Jeepers
there's
Creepers Reborn is just filmed in front of a green screen the entire movie.
I will
Like,
say the finale is really funny. I was laughing my ass off during that finale just because a lot of the way they stalked in, especially when they threw the spear at the Jeeper, or the what the hell,
the Creeper.
the creeper. Oh, and they just threw it down, and the physics didn't line up at all, and it just looked like they just threw a PNG in like Photoshop, and that's how they got it. It was hilarious.
If you have one set to film on with that kind of shit, then don't make the movie.
I almost saw that in theaters too.
I'm glad I didn't because
Almost.
I bet you're also glad that I didn't see Tarot in theaters because I actually was planning on going to go see it the weekend that the same weekend I saw the Fall Guy, but then I got so busy that to a point where I was like, you know what, I don't care. Like,
I mean, some people are gonna like it, and that's fine. And some people, most of the camp I've seen is it's either awful or it's one of those cases where it's like the most standard horror film, but they do everything right. And here's my thing: is I did mention this in my Atlas review. If it's like a pretty standard plot and it goes and it does follow a little cliche like Atlas or some standard horror films, I think if they do it right, I have no problem with it. But when it gets overly just dumb and boring like Atlas is, then I have an issue with
agreed.
it.
I could not tell you, I actually almost fell asleep watching Atlas. Like,
I was sitting here at my computer at geez, what was it?
11 o'clock at night. Like,
It was
was
I
it?
think I started it at 11. I finished up my review at like 2 a.m. or something like that, and that's when it like
Jesus
released.
Christ, dude! Like, thank God I watched it early in the morning. Like, because like honestly, dude, after I watched it, I was like, oh my god, dude, that was so fucking boring. Like right after that, I just threw on Monkey Man because I needed a palate cleanser. Like
I'm glad people are watching my review at least, so that's worth it. I think it's what is
that's
that,
good.
like 233? Yeah, that's all right. It's
That's
doing pretty
good.
well.
Um, yeah, but I really don't know what my theater is going to be getting this weekend. If they get something like that new Diane Keaton comedy that's coming out called, I think it's called Summer Camp.
I think you're
I'm
right. That
skip-
one looks. I don't care
I'm
about that
skipping
one.
that for sure. I might even just go take Justin to go see Furiosa, like because I would go watch it again, or hell maybe um hell I might even see Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes again if they still got that around. Like
I was almost gonna see Planet of the Apes yesterday again, but things got busy, and I was like, I've already seen it. I'll check it out eventually again.
bro, I really want to watch it again, dude. It was so good.
I really want to watch Furiosa again. Um, but I probably won't catch it in theaters again, unfortunately, which is fine. I'll watch it as soon as it comes to home. I would love to do a double feature of Furiosa into Mad Max Fury Road because they do it's like almost instantaneous where Furiosa ends and Fury Road begins.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, but once the credits started, I was like, oh, I want to get up, and then something popped up, and I was like, oh, I'm staying. Like,
Yeah, it was interesting how I wouldn't say it's a spoiler because it's just clips from Fury Road in the credits spliced
well, that's the reason why
throughout.
I was saying it's kind of a spoiler because people would be thinking like once it starts, like, oh, it's over, and then it just pops up clips up from Fury Road, and I was just like, oh,
I don't know if personally I would classify that as a spoiler because it's not like it's showing clips of Mad Max The Wasteland, which is supposed to be the next one. So that one didn't really um matter, but I will say it was very cool. I liked how they were splicing stuff of, hey, this is what happens in the not the next movie, but the one that this
but
is
the
a
one
prequel to.
preceding that because in that timeline, it's because it takes place before Fury Road in that timeline, so.
Which is
For
interesting because I think that technically means it does also take place with before at least Thunderdome as well. Because I think it's something like 3 weeks or so in between Thunderdome and Fury Road, and then like 15 years is the time between is Fury Road is Furiosa is like a 15-year time span. So it does cross over between at least two of the movies, but it
yeah,
leads into Fury Road very smoothly, I must say.
they did a good job on doing that. Like
For the most part, I thought some of the exposition that they had at the end of the movie was a little unnecessary.
I can see that, but
Only
it
reason I
works.
think that is because it wasn't in like spliced throughout the rest of the movie, and they only brought it in during the end, like what final act. But oh my god, that final act was fantastic.
Man, dude, like I could not tell you how I could not tell you how much I just want to be like this in my theater seat. Like
I mean, it was whew,
it
it
was
was good.
incredible, man. Um, but yeah, I mean,
I
I
will
was
say the
hoping to
green
see it.
screens, the green screens were like shockingly bad. Like there were a couple in there that looked like really bad, which I wasn't expecting. Like there were a couple in the trailer. I was like, that doesn't look good, but they can probably fix that up. Nope, they still looked really bad in the movie. But it was only a couple. I think it got progressively better as the film continued. But there were still a couple in there where I was like, hey, The Strangers Chapter 1 is officially a success. Cost 8.5 million and has now passed 23 million. As someone who enjoyed it, I'm happy to see that this film is doing well, especially with the next two happening. I'm glad that this one was a box office success for them. Also, highest domestic opening for a horror film this year.
Yeah, but that's that's good. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. Um, I was gonna plan to see Furiosa right after work on Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
but my brother wanted to go to a few flea markets out of town, so I did that instead. And I came home with a haul, dude. this is the pain of being a physical media collector, dude. That's the pain. Because whenever you go to whenever you go to flea markets and you see all those deals that they have, you're just like, you just want to buy all of them. Like I'll show you. So for the first three, I got the first vendor. So I got Moneyball.
Oh, I like that one. Oh, I saw that in one of my classes. I forgot which one it was, but we just watched that movie. I liked it quite a bit.
And then Sin City. And then District 9. Guess how much it cost? Guess how much it cost me to get all three of these? $2.
Oh, damn. Yeah, that's really good.
So I was like, yep, I'll take all three of them. And then this one was $1. Takers.
Never heard of it.
It's got a great cast though. Matt Dillon, Paul Walker, rest in peace. Idris Elba, Jay Hernandez, Michael Ealy, Chris Brown, and Hayden Christensen. And also Tip T.I. Harris is in this movie too. Loaded.
I have been, especially for physical media, that there's not really a big motive as to why, but I have been semi-cutting back. Granted, I'm still buying a ton of physical media, like, the Friday the 13th box set.
Yeah, and I do want to... I think I'll start I think probably starting either in July or maybe sometime next month, I'll start cutting back. Because
that's what I've started doing, especially this year with, because a lot of them, like Night Swim or stuff, I do need to pick up Imaginary because I do want to show that one again to my buddies. But, because I think we had fun with that one. But a lot of them, like, if it's like a 2.5 and below, I've been kind of cutting back on buying those movies. Just because I really want my movie collection to be a lot of stuff that I will rewatch, and stuff that's not just to have. If it's a franchise film, like if there's a new Halloween or Friday or Texas Chainsaw that sucks ass, I'm still probably going to pick it up just to have it with the rest of the franchise, especially if I want to do a marathon. But if it's like some of those one-off movies, I'll probably just skip it. Like, I still haven't even picked up the Iron Claw yet, just because I'm not sure if I'm going to rewatch that film, at least anytime soon. Because I've seen it twice, and I don't really have an urge to rewatch it, but I'll probably pick that one up eventually.
I mean, if you find it for cheap, then yeah, you probably should. Like, but I don't know. I mean, because I really have been going overboard with physical media lately to a point where I'm like, I really need to slow down. But believe me, dude, as a physical media enthusiast, it's hard. Like, it is hard to cut back. Like,
I know it was interesting because I was like, I'm gonna do it, and thankfully I was able to, and it wasn't something where like, oh no, I gotta fall back, but it wasn't too awful, especially for some stuff where I was like, I really want to get the Crow Steel book. Still haven't picked it up because I just don't know if I'm gonna like the movie, and it's right now like free on Amazon, so I'm just gonna watch it there. If I like it, then I'll pick it up. That's what I'm doing with a lot of them, like with the Mad Max franchise, because I pre-order. I was initially going to get the Mad Max Anthology box set as a whole, and then I was like, I'll just get Fury Road. I'll watch the other movies. If I like them, then I'll pick them out.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. So, and then the next four, I got the third vendor I went to, these were all $2. So like if I'm able to even find these kinds of movies for that cheap, I can't resist. Like I have to go ahead and buy them. So one of them being a little movie called 21 and Over.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got While We're Young, which is written and directed by Noah Baumbach.
Did he co-write Barbie?
Yes, but he also directed a little movie called Marriage Story.
I have to get Marriage Story. The Criterion for that on Blu-ray is actually at my in my mall. There's like a whole film store, and I might pick up that Blu-ray because that looks great. But yeah, I only know Noah Baumbach from writing. My brain blanked. From writing Barbie. Co-writing with
Greta Gerwig.
Greta Gerwig. Thank you. My brain just Jesus.
It's fine. but also it's another A24 film, and I'm trying to buy as many A24 films as I can. So
Mm-hmm.
got this one, and then here's a comedy classic, Friday. I love Friday. If Mike is here, he's gonna be very proud of me that I bought The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah, with Ezra Miller and Emma Watson, I believe.
Yep, and
Right?
Logan Lerman.
Mm.
And then went to another vendor. All 8 of these were also $2. I'm telling you, dude. You go to flea markets, dude, you'll find good deals.
Mm-hmm.
So picked up the Change Up. It's literally a movie where you had Jason Bateman and Ryan Reynolds switch bodies. Like, come on. Then we got Maggie, starring my man Arnold Schwarzenegger. Little zombie flick. I'm pretty sure you never even heard of this. Cop Car.
I have not. No, you're right.
It's actually directed by John Watts, the guy that did the new Spider-Man trilogy for the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
So,
okay. I was really hoping we would get updates on the Totally Killer Blu-ray because I really gotta own that movie. I hope that one's coming soon. Amazon is typically good at getting their Prime films out on physical.
Where's
media.
Roadhouse though?
I'd rather honestly if I have to pick one, I'm picking Totally Killer. You can keep Roadhouse on streaming. I like Roadhouse. I just much prefer I don't know why my brain's frying today. I much prefer Totally Killer.
I would honestly, I mean, even though I want one for Totally Killer, I'd honestly take Roadhouse. Like, all right. Then I got Spy.
Nice.
I know what you're thinking. It's just a Melissa McCarthy vehicle. Jason Statham's in this movie.
Shocker.
And you actually want to know something even funnier? Jason Statham is the best part of this movie.
Interesting. I'm not a big fan of Melissa McCarthy. I think she's good in some movies. Overall, I just think she's not funny.
I think this is her best movie. Like it actually is really funny, and it's a nice little spoof on the spy genre. And of course, you know, I gotta love Jason Statham. Like,
I probably liked her the most in Ghostbusters. I liked her in Ghostbusters. I like the whole cast in that movie, actually. I thought they were fun. I like that movie overall, though. I think it's fun.
Yeah.
Especially with my friends. It was 2016. I think it was 2016 when we were all big and we all went to the we were all big on like Ghostbusters and we all went to the movies. And for like whenever we saw like a big movie we really liked, it was like we would all like quote it and we would all make gags of it. Ghostbusters turned into one of those and we had a great time with that movie. And I still do. I'll turn it on. Sometimes I'll watch it and I still like people are too hard on that movie a lot of the times. Sometimes there's no reason. You have reason for not liking your movie, I'm sure, other than women being the stars of it.
Like that's clearly not the reason on my book.
Right.
I don't think and that's fine. I like there's some good chuckles and I think there's a couple of good laughs. I just don't really find the movie that funny. Like
again, that's the biggest part of it. I like that that movie understood that first and foremost Ghostbusters is a comedy. And I like that they did those elements first and foremost too.
Yeah. And then I got 50 First Dates because The Sandman. You got to have some Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
And then Walk the Line. Because while I was on vacation in Tennessee, I actually did go visit the Johnny Cash Museum.
Oh, nice.
So when I saw that they had that, I was like, yep, I'll buy it. And plus, that's actually one of the best music person biopics. Like, Wait, who directed this one? James Mangold directed this movie.
Oh, James Mangold. Now he's very good.
Yeah, then I really could. Oh man, it's so good. And Joaquin Phoenix, it's a toss up for me for best performance from him. Either between Joker or him playing as Johnny Cash.
Nice.
It's
That's
great.
cool.
And then, speaking of James Mangold, this is another movie he directed. A little movie called Copland. Like, also got a really good cast. So it's got Stallone, Harvey Keitel, Ray Liotta, rest in peace, Robert De Niro. Oh, and Robert Patrick. I forgot he was in this movie. It's like a much more darker like cop drama that actually kind of goes into police corruption. Like it's really good. Like, all right. Last one I got from the same vendor is Easy A.
Oh yeah, I watched that movie. Yeah, I don't know when I watched that movie. It might have been a couple years ago. I really liked it. I liked it a lot.
It's great. Show that later. And when I stopped at Walmart, of course, I was going to try to look for some steel books. So, so I picked up one of my favorite comedies of all time in Major League. Yeah, I love this movie. We were also just talking about this, The Crow. This was an upgrade. I had this on Blu-ray, but when I saw the steelbook there, it was actually the last one. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it.
That's another thing I've been refraining from doing a lot is upgrading a like just a Blu-ray to a 4K. Sometimes there are some exceptions when I'll do it, like if the Blu-ray's messed up or some of the like the box is sometimes messed up too, and I'm like, okay, I think it's time to upgrade this one. I'll do it then. But sometimes that's another thing I'll be refraining from a lot now too, is upgrading.
Yeah.
Unless it's DVD, then I'll upgrade it to 4K.
Right, yeah. And then this one finally came in from eBay not yesterday. On Saturday. I ordered this one like about a week before it actually even came in. So it took a while. E.T. Phone Home. Now this is a classic right here. This is a classic. One. Like Reese's Pieces. God, I love E.T. Like that's another movie I watched on repeat as a kid. Like, because my great grandfather had a recorded VHS that had Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, E.T. Trying to remember what else. The Wizard of Oz and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, I would always watch that recordable tape over and over again just to watch Honey, I Shrunk the Kids and E.T. Like, I would just watch that over and over again. Like, that's how much I love E.T. Like, so, and surprisingly, I never owned this on Blu-ray. Shocker. But that's another thing about me. I don't always go for the classics instantly.
Same.
Because it's like, if I just went for the classics instantly, this would just be a boring collection. Like in all honesty, I like to go for the hidden gems first. Like, I can probably say that this might be one of them. But again, I've never seen it. So, like, whenever you look at a lot of Blu-ray collections, you will see this one in a lot of collections, is District 9. Ah! I'm dropping shit. But there we go. Stack it back up.
I think I'm gonna head out here because it's getting late and I have class tomorrow. But this was fun. Glad I could stop in for a little bit, and I will. Don't know when your next live stream is actually, but I'll see if I
Well, the
can
next
pop into
watch
that
along
one.
is on Friday. We're doing Alien.
Don't know if I'm gonna check out that one just because it's not a movie I had a very good time with the first time watch. But I'll probably, a lot of those movies that I was like kind of bored with on my first watch, I'll like checking out again. So I might if I'm free, I might come back into Alien. So
Yeah, and I'll see if because we're gonna start going through all of those in the build up to Alien Romulus. So
I will say I probably won't be there for Aliens, just because that's not really what I'm really wanting to rewatch. But I'll probably be there for Alien 3, and at least Covenant is one I want to watch. I want to watch
well,
Covenant probably for the first time with you guys.
but you do have to watch Prometheus before you watch Alien Covenant, though.
I know, I'll probably
Because
watch a couple. That's probably gonna be one of those franchises too, where I watch a couple of them, with you guys, a couple of them by myself, just to clear a lot of them out.
yeah, because we're gonna do 1 through 4, and then the first Alien versus Predator. Like, we're not doing Requiem because you can't see a thing while watching that movie. You can't see anything. And then we'll do Prometheus and then Alien Covenant, and then we'll be done.
Nice, but
So,
yeah, this was fun. I will see you probably for Alien then.
all right, sounds
All
good.
right, see you.
You do. All right. So, well, if anybody else is gonna come in, I'll continue playing my game. Oh, forgot game over. Oh, thanks, Laren. Sorry, I've been ignoring you guys' comments. Just like sometimes when you guys still caught up in a conversation, it's like it's easy to ignore comments, like in the live chat, you know. Oh, you ran off. Dang it. Let's go. Damn. Ah, I tried to go down. I'll try it again. Oh, beat it. Oh, that's right. I beat that one already. Die! Let's go. Dang it. Screwed up that one pretty badly. At least he was the last one, though. Oh, God. No, I was so close. They beat my score, though. At least they beat my score. Oh, man, dude. I was so close, man. No! Ugh! Ah! God, I am bad. I blew up. How did what the fuck, man? How did I blow up? I gotta watch for those raining. Damn it. I don't know. Cleared. No. Let's only got one. Sorry. Just gonna. What's up, Judd? Dang. Okay, go down. There we go. Got him. Got him. Got it. Doing a little bit better this go around. I jinxed it. I don't know, guys. Yeah, it's after 9, and for me it is. For me, it's after 9. I don't know. This is a fun little stream for tonight. And I do have work in the morning, unfortunately. I don't want to go back to work, but I think I'll call it for now. So I'll probably do another one of these maybe tomorrow night if I feel like it, depending on the time. But right now, I'm done for tonight. So because I'm actually a little tired and I have work in the morning, so I'm just gonna log off, get a few things done, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So, but thanks for coming in, guys, and shout out to Gavin for showing up tonight. So, see you guys next time.